Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Williamston where an urgent care center that had temporarily shut down is now being reopened. Carolina Quick Care in Williamston is back open tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. It will be closed on Saturdays and Sundays. Officials say a virtual provider will treat patients via a video visit. An in-person medical assistant will conduct medical tests and vitals, and patients can order prescriptions as per usual. Now, the center says it is actively hiring physicians, nurse practitioners, and physician assistants. Applications can be found on its website. You can go there by following a link at WITN.com. Now, we also want to highlight a suspect in a fraud case that Kinston police are asking for your help in solving. Now, the Kinston Police Department, again, is asking for help in identifying this woman who is accused of using counterfeit money at a store. A fraud investigation has been launched after police say the woman used fake $10 bills to buy CBD products on 2 separate occasions from the 2 o'clock store. Anyone who knows her identity should call the Kinston Police Department at 252-939-4020. You can find that number there at the bottom of your screen. Or you can reach out to Lenore County Crime Stoppers at 252-523-4444. And now we want to turn to the ongoing protest and just situation surrounding the second fatal shooting involving ICE and Border Patrol agents in Minneapolis. NBC's Morgan Chesky has more.
Yeah, here in Minneapolis, another incredibly tense night following the shooting death of 37-year-old VA nurse Alex Preddy. There were multiple arrests overnight after protesters clashed with authorities outside of a hotel that they believed federal agents were staying at. In the meantime, 2 federal law enforcement sources now tell NBC News that they believe DHS will be the lead agency into the investigation of Preddy's death, assisted by the FBI and the DOJ, which notably is a deviation from what is standard protocol. In the meantime, there is an absolute palpable tension here with the release of multiple different angles capturing this fatal encounter between Preddy and federal agents there Saturday morning, where he appeared to help a woman holding a phone in his hand before being taken to the ground, contradicting DHS statements saying that he approached the area brandishing a firearm. NBC News has independently verified at least 5 separate angles of this shooting, which is certainly igniting a new firestorm in this city following the shooting death of Renee Good nearly 3 weeks ago. In the meantime, we know that a federal judge has blocked the Trump administration from altering or destroying any evidence in Preddy's shooting investigation after local officials here sued. And in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, President Trump said that federal authorities here will eventually have to leave at some point, but that they've done a phenomenal job. But he did not offer a clear timeline as to when that could eventually take place. Notably, when asked if he believed if this agent did the right thing or not, the president did not give a clear answer. Morgan Chesky, NBC News, Minneapolis.
Well, thank you, Morgan, for that report. We now want to turn to your weather forecast. Today, it has been a cold day. Tomorrow, it will be even colder. This is going to be just a cold week across eastern North Carolina. Wednesday is looking like our hot day, if you want to call it that. Air temperatures expected to get into the low 40s, which is still about 15 degrees below our seasonal average. So even at our warmest, we are still going to be noticeably colder than where we should be this time of year. And that, again, is leading to the potential for another chance of some winter weather this coming weekend. I know. I know. It's like we can't seem to break the pattern. It's just weekend after weekend where we're getting hit with just the next wintry mess. Well, this next one, as of right now, does look like it could put produce at least a few snowflakes across eastern North Carolina. But for tonight, we are looking at temperatures dropping down into the teens. It is going to be getting very cold. Reason why? What you're seeing on your screen right here. Visible satellite showing cloud cover departing eastern North Carolina. That's essentially taking the blanket off of the east and, just letting us go to sleep without a blanket on. It is going to be getting very cold early tomorrow morning. We won't get back above freezing tomorrow until we get to around lunchtime. So again, keep that in mind. You're going to want to have a jacket, maybe even some gloves and a hat and some scarves. It is going to be frigid out there as we start out your Tuesday. And just about every other day this week, to be honest with you. But 36 degrees right now in Greenville feels like 32 when you factor in that northwesterly breeze at about 5 miles an hour. As you can see, cloud cover is starting to depart, but it's been stubborn so far today. We're looking at far more sunshine coming in for your Tuesday and Wednesday, ahead of, again, Wednesday's cold front that will be dropping air temperatures from Wednesday into Thursday. But right now, out your door, most of us in the mid to upper 30s, a few of us still in the low 30s. We've got 32 degrees in Elizabeth City, 32 as well in Roanoke Rapids, 33 in Williamston, along with Manio. But right now, the warmest spot on the map is Kenansville, coming in at 41 degrees. Normal this time of year is the mid to upper 50s. We are a long ways from that and likely going to be staying a long ways from the upper 50s until we get done with this work week. Here we are on Monday saying that. Northwesterly wind right now blowing in at about 7 to 15 miles an hour. Winds will continue to blow in at a fairly healthy clip through the rest of today and into the overnight hours. That's only going to push colder air back over eastern North Carolina. So no warming trend coming up here over the next several days. We will see winds try to swing around to the southwest coming up for tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow evening. That will help air temperatures get a little bit warmer again as we get through Wednesday. But for tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 30s. Completely sunny skies. Southwesterly wind again doing some help, taking us into the low 40s on Wednesday. But even then, again, still significantly below our seasonal average. So let's talk about the upcoming system. When is our next big weather maker that you need to keep your eyes on and you need to know about? We will have our next cold front roll through eastern North Carolina. We had one last night moving its way off the coast there. A high pressure system keeping us sunny there for your Tuesday and even the first half of your Wednesday. But that cold front you're seeing drift down over Ohio and setting itself up pretty much right along the North Carolina-Virginia line, that is the cold front that will bring the cold air in required if we want to see snow coming up this coming weekend. That is where we again are going to get the cold air. It's from that system. From there, another area of low pressure is going to be developing off the coast of South Carolina and Georgia. That's going to be developing late Wednesday, more so into Thursday and Friday. From there, that low starts to work its way a little bit further northeastward, clipping eastern North Carolina and giving us that potential for not only windy conditions, but possibly even some snowy ones as well. 31 degrees on Saturday, 19 degrees Saturday night into Sunday morning, 28 degrees on Sunday. It is going to be a very cold stretch of weather. Of course, as we head through the next several days, it's again looking frigid out there. But this weekend, again, we continue to keep our eyes out for that potential of snow. Still too early to make any sort of predictions on who is going to see the most snow or if or whether or not we will see snow, because that area of low pressure that will provide the moisture over that cold air has yet to form. Once that happens, we will have a much, much better read on who is going to see the most snow, who will see snow, and who may just see rain and wind out of this system. It's going to, again, be kind of a tricky forecast, as all snow forecasts are here in eastern North Carolina. But for Groundhog's Day, we're going to be hanging on to the chill. So anything that does fall and stick to the ground on Saturday is going to be there on Sunday, and it will likely stick around all the way through Monday as well. 35 degrees, yeah, that's above freezing, but not enough to completely eliminate snowfall. Snow is a great, great insulator. It's got a lot of air pockets within that snow, and that can keep those ground temperatures down below 32 degrees, even though air temperatures may be a few degrees above it. Now, by the time we get to Tuesday, again, we're going to see a lot of melt. Sunshine also, again, helps decrease any sort of snow or ice accumulations, but over this coming weekend, again, we may be talking about another snowmaker for eastern North Carolina. We'll see again how that low pressure system, though, the kind of the engine of that snowfall chance, really develops and progresses as we head through the end of this week. That's all we have time for today's 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back coming up tomorrow morning at 7:10 a.m. with Jim and Gigi. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Monday, and we'll see you back here coming up tomorrow morning.